Hey everyone, and welcome to my number 10 Facebook Live. I can't believe it's number 10, and I hope I have counted it correctly. I hope I haven't made a mistake. So this Facebook Live is about mistakes. But before I tell you what I would like to tell you, let me wish you Happy New Year. I hope you have thought about your New Year's resolutions or your goals, and you have some. And there is something you would like to achieve this year, whether it is about learning English or any goals. But I really feel it is important to have goals. So anyway, today is about mistakes. I would like to, if you are watching live, you can let me know how you feel about them. Or if you are watching a recording, you can pause the video. So mistakes, we all make them. And teachers react to them. It's a natural part of learning English or any process, any journey. But the thing is how you feel about it. The fact is we all make them. But whether they become your stepping stones or stumbling blocks, that depends on you. So let me ask you a question. I've got something for you, and I hope it works, because last time when I did it, it was the other way around, but I tried to do something with my camera. So I have two sentences here. And I would like you to tell me if there is a mistake or what can you see. So the first one is, she worked in a nice office. And the second one is, I didn't see her yet. Are these sentences correct? Or what can you see? Okay, so me being a teacher, and I think this is how our brains work. In the first sentence, she worked in a nice office. You may see that there is a mistake. Correct? That there is an S missing, because this is present simple, third person singular. You need to add an S. So she works in a nice office. Straight away, maybe some of you, when you saw the sentence, you went, oh, there is a mistake. This is how our brains work. If you know the grammar, okay, if you've studied present simple, then you know, aha. But the fact is that there are how many? Five words which are correct. 5 words are correct. The sentence has sense. You know, the sentence makes sense. So everybody understands if you say she worked in a nice office. But we focus, especially teachers and sometimes even students, when your English is better, you focus on the one thing, on the mistake, on the problem. What is the problem with the sentence? Isn't it true? How do you feel about it? That we try to look for okay, maybe there is a mistake. Like automatically, subconsciously, we look for the negative. Now, the second sentence, I'll tell you a little bit about it later. Okay? But it's not, when we talk about mistakes, it's not easy for teachers to correct them. And I'll tell you why. There are 3 possible situations that can happen when we talk about mistakes, and you can let me know how you feel about it. So from the student's perspective, if you are learning English, the first situation is that you may feel fearful, fear of making mistakes. You want to say something, but you are not sure about the grammar, or you are not sure about, the words, and you don't say anything because you are so scared of making a mistake. So the first situation is you experience fear, and that blocks you. The second is frustration. This one is interesting because you may feel, and again, let me know what you think from your experience, that teachers do not correct your English when you make a mistake. You may feel that my teacher never corrects my English. Sometimes, and I know from my experience, I asked native speakers, can you please correct my English? And they don't. And you feel frustrated. Okay, so that's the second situation. You feel frustrated that people or teachers do not correct your English, and you ask them to do. Now, and the third situation is discouragement. And do you know why? I have had students, and when I corrected their English, they felt that I was not correcting the mistake, but I was correcting them. So they took it personally. You correct the mistake, but the student feels, she's correcting me. And I know from my experience as well, sometimes you feel, you take it too personally. You identify with the mistake, And then what happens? You lose motivation, you lose focus, you feel, I will never learn English. English is confusing, grammar is difficult, I will never understand, native speakers. So there are 3 really tricky situations when we talk about mistakes. First, fear of making them. And you are quiet and you don't say anything. Okay, that's the first one. Second one is you feel discouraged. They don't correct my mistakes. My teacher doesn't correct it. And the third one is, that was frustration and the discouragement. When you feel either you take it personally or you feel, I'll never learn. And I would really like to know how you feel. So when you watch a recording, or you can let me know how you feel from your experience, how you feel about mistakes. And maybe you were in these situations and you wanted a teacher to correct you and they don't. Now I'll give you 2 takeaways from this video. Number 1, when I ask you, what can you say about these sentences? So the second one, I didn't see her yet. Is that sentence correct? Or is it wrong? Good question. Now, it depends. It depends. So number 1 takeaway from this video. English have a wide variety of forms. Formal, informal, old-fashioned, modern, colloquial. Okay, so there are so many forms. And this sentence if I was teaching an exam class, I would say it's wrong. You know, you need to put present perfect simple. I haven't seen her yet. But in America, or maybe in Jamaica, in other English-speaking countries, it's perfectly correct. So this is the thing with English. It can be wrong in London, but in other English-speaking countries, it's perfect. It's okay. And English is for communication. So this is one thing I really would like you to remember, maybe from this video, that sometimes, even when you ask a native speaker or a teacher or a dictionary, when you check dictionary, you will see that they disagree. They don't know. English people will say, oh, I don't know, this is correct. This sounds correct too. And even dictionaries disagree sometimes, or grammar books. Language is changing and there are more varieties. Okay, so this is one thing. And the second thing is, what is more important? Fluency or accuracy? Do you value progress more than perfection? You know, I have been learning English for many years and I've been teaching for more than 15. And I am still learning the language. And I don't speak 100% accurate. I make mistakes. English people make mistakes. Slips, okay, when you are tired or stressed or when you have, you know, lack of concentration. So it's fluency, not accuracy. Accuracy takes a long time. So aim for fluency. Don't worry about mistakes too much. Mistakes, they will come and go. So I hope you have found this little Facebook Live interesting, useful. Let me know. Please, you know, use comments, or after you can always message me or email me. I would really like to know. And there are two announcements I would like to mention at the end. One thing I have started is Beyond English Academy. And this is my invitation to all of you who would like to learn English, master English, unlock greatness, and forge a new bilingual identity. I have these online and face-to-face classes for you. We start next week. Membership starts from £10 per month. You have access, 24/7 access to 100+ classes. There are live sessions every week. Please get in touch if you would like to find out more. And secondly, we are writing with Anthony a book about bilingual identity, the missing pieces of your bilingual identity that you don't learn at school. And that book will be out soon. So watch this space. I will keep you updated because this is something that I really believe that you will need. Because when you want to become bilingual, you need to understand the English. You need to understand the culture, their values. So yeah, so this is quite exciting. Again, thank you for watching. I wish you a successful new year, 2024. And, you know, as I said about the mistakes are not wrong English. They are attempts at correct English. Bye.